It's no big deal. Do it in your 30s now. You have that opportunity, that time. You don't want to go and do it in your 50s or your 40s when you're drawing close to retirement. Yeah. So, what to do in your 30s? Things to do in your 30s. One of the things you should do is get your career right. Your career, very important. No two ways about it. Like I knew in your 20s, you're finished school, after school, yeah, let me just work, make money after making money, live large, travel, enjoy. It's understandable. You're just picking up any random job. It's okay, it's understandable. But I'm sure you've worked, to the point where you can now decide, do I want to, continue in this career? Does this career even fit what I want into my future dream, my future ambition? Those are some of the things you really need to like sit down and think about. And that's why you see that sometimes we'll get into a career, and after a long while we're feeling tired, we're feeling overwhelmed. That's because majority of people just, I would use the word stumble on their careers. It wasn't something they were deliberate about. It wasn't something they thought deep about. It wasn't something they wanted to, but they just needed to do it. And most of us still do it today. We just want to get into a career just to make money, and that's all. But getting a career should be beyond that. You want to get a career that is not just the money that is the main focus, but the end joy. Because you must be happy doing what you're doing. I'm saying it because I've been in that shoes too, Let it not just be money that motivates you in a career. Know that you want more. A career that makes you feel fulfilled in a way. A career that you will be happy. Because that's the only way you can give back 100%. So you're not just going there motivated just for money alone. Yeah, I'm making money, but I'm also happy. I'm also feeling fulfilled. You should think about that in your 30s. That's why you should think of, if you started out on just any career, you're thinking of how to align, realign, how to change career, transition into another career. Those are the things you should be thinking of in your 30s. That's why some people, you still find them like, I want to change job, I want to do more. Some people, they're thinking of, okay, let me go into another career path. It's all okay. Yeah, so those are the things I feel you should be doing in your 30s. Like, think about it deeply, deliberate on it, yeah, and make that move. You are not in a career that you're feeling fulfilled and happy. Change. It's no big deal. Do it in your 30s now. You have that opportunity, that time. You don't want to go and do it in your 50s or your 40s when you're drawing close to retirement. Yeah. All right. And next, I think I've I've really sat down about this when it came to my mind. I was just trying to put, the thoughts together, the things together. I mean, like what to do. I'm sharing some of my experiences too, yeah. And then basically some random good thoughts that drops in my mind, yeah. So another thing, yeah, is your finances. Like I'm working on that, yeah. You can't making money is a lifelong thing, but then you can start building the foundation of it in your 30s if you didn't do that in your 20s, yeah. Growing your finances, things to do to grow your finances, how to grow your finances. Do you understand? How to go about growing your finances, different stages of growing your finances, all these things you need to know. Yeah. You need to start saving. If you're the type that doesn't save, now you know you have to save. You have to start investing. If you don't know anything about investment in your 30s, you need to know. It's very important, please. Yeah, investments that will grow your finances in the short term and in the long term. Those are things you just need to know. Yeah, you don't know them in your 20s. People can help you understand, like it's excusable. But in your 30s, you don't know them. Some people will look at you like why? So in your 30s, those are things like you just need to know them. and you need to do them. So you start thinking of, okay, how do I grow my finance? How do I start saving? You know, because your 30s is not when you want to be depending on people. You don't. Do you want to be? It should be when you are raising a family. You now have somebody to fend for. Not just yourself alone. You have your parents to take care of and all that. Your 30s, you're not depending on anyone anymore. So how do you get funds to do all that, to take care of these people, to take care of yourself too? So that's why your finances, like, it has to be intact. You need to think, work. You just have to work, get something doing, let your finances be intact, and you start looking for how to grow your finances. Have side hustles, do work, have side hustles, save, invest. You understand? So your 30s is when you start laying those foundations, if you did it in your 20s, and then you start growing from there. So your 30s is not just when you start playing with your finances. It's not when you will be looking for who to borrow me money, or I want to call one friend to give me money. God, I don't know if you understand where I'm going to now. Like, I'm trying to ginger you. Like, your 30s is when you should be the one. Let people be coming, borrow me money. People should be calling you, not you still calling. That's why some people run away from you. You don't even know. But it's the truth. It's reality. Some people just stay away from you because they feel if they contact you to check on how you're doing, you will say, I have one challenge or the other. Oh, I need help. And nobody wants a liability, to be honest. Nobody wants who whenever they call, it's one issue or the other. They will run away. It's the truth. And that's why you're not having friends. You're not keeping friends. Because everyone keeps running away. Nobody wants a liability around them. Yeah. So trust me, it's not like people just want to run away from you, but it's just how you've positioned yourself, and you cannot continue to position yourself like that. Honestly, you can't, because to get to a point, you're just going to get worked up. Yeah. And then you start feeling like, oh, life is not fair. So you don't want to put yourself in that position. You need to move yourself away from that position. Get your finances right. Let people see that, oh no, this person is okay. Yeah, you might not be a billionaire yet, you might not be, but let people see you're okay. You're not begging. You're not dependent. You are independent. Yeah. The moment you are independent, people can see, and then trust me, you start seeing yourself attract the right people. You start seeing yourself attract good people around you. Yeah. So what am I saying? Let me not talk too much and deviate. Get your finances right. It's very important in your 30s. Do these things I've said. Get yourself doing something. Start saving. Start investing. Start looking for how to grow your finances more, and then trust God for the rest, because God will even be happy seeing you do these things, put these things in place in your life. He will be happy. God, you want to go to church, you see people, you even go to church, you can't even sow seeds, you can't give back to God, you can't appreciate God and say, God doesn't need your money. But trust me, God is happy when we give back. God is happy when we sow seeds. God is happy. He sees that you're flourishing all around, because that's his desire for you. But when you are not, God feels like, this person, why? And that's why when he saw the fig, God had to curse that fig tree. Like, every time I come, no fruit. Why? Yes, so what am I saying here? God wants to see us flourish. He wants to see us bear fruit. And part of the fruit you're bearing as a believer, as a human being on earth, is you should get your finances right. You should get some things right in your life. Yeah. So this thing in your 30, very important. I beg, don't even joke about it. Get your finances right in your 30s. Very, very important. Get it right. Be on your feet. Be independent. Yeah. Okay, another thing to do in your 30s. I feel raising a family. Yeah, you should think about that. You couldn't do it in your 20s, so start thinking about it in your 30s. Yeah. Raise a family if you think you are inclined, in like you feel you can. Yeah, you you should raise a family. I don't see anything about any big deal about. I know there are people. I'm saying this because there are people that don't see a big deal about raising a family. They don't think about settling down. They just feel like the headache is just too much. Some people don't even. It's not. They just feel they don't want it. But if you feel you want it, marriage is for you. Settling down, getting married, having a spouse, having kids is for you. Think about it, plan about it, pray about it. Those are things you should be doing in your 30s. You don't want to do it in your 40s, you don't want to do it in your 50s. Yeah. So do it. Family. Think of a family. Start. I know your 20s, oh yeah, you've dated, it didn't work out and all. Your 30s is when you should be thinking of it must work out. It just must work out, yeah. And that's why you must pray about it. It's a serious thing. It's not what you want to just take for levity, yeah. It's a serious thing. That's why you must pray about it. When I was getting married, yeah, I fasted like, okay, let's not go there, guys. Yeah, to the point that my siblings, everybody were like, what is it? You want to kill yourself? But let's not talk about that. But then, like, it's that serious. Yeah. You mustn't fast, you mustn't do all that. But what I'm saying is it's serious that you have to take it serious. And if you're a believer, because I am a believer, I was raised like that. I was raised in a Christian home. And I've so grown in my relationship and faith with God that I don't just take things and do things anyhow. Yeah. I pray, I fast, I do whatever I have to do that I feel, yes, as I'm led by the Spirit, that I must do. Yeah. So that aspect of my life was so serious that I just had to take it serious and do all I had to do. Yeah, guys. So in your 30s, what am I saying? Let me not deviate too much. Think of raising a family. And if you have to, do it right. Do it the right way. You don't have to rush. Yeah, I have to like nail that. I have to say that. Like, I know some people, because you're in your 30s, that fear will be there, especially for us women. The fear will be there, like you're scared. I'm getting old. Age is nothing. Oh, when it comes to marriage, forget it. But then, because you're at that age, even God Himself knows that at this age, at this stage, these are things you're supposed to be doing. Like, settling down should be part of it. Yeah. So God will show up for you. God will come to help you. That I am sure of, if you trust in Him, if you consult Him. Yeah. But then marriage is deeper. It's beyond just consulting God. But then, what am I saying? You have to also recognize God's place in the place of marriage. So you cannot leave God out. That's where I'm going to now. Yeah. You cannot leave God out of it. So that's why you must pray and involve God if you're a believer. Yeah. So what am I saying? Think of settling down. Think of raising a family. You don't want to do that when you're old. So that's why it's one of the key things that you should think about in your 30s, that you should do in your 30s. Yeah. So raise a family, think of a family. Okay, yeah. So another key thing, yeah, that I think you should be doing in your 30s, yeah, that I'm doing also, is building good relationships. Yes, very important. Building good relationship, friendships, networking basically. So you don't just want to have only your family as your friend, and you're just there. Yeah, start thinking of making friends, good friends, not just anyhow friends, good friends, friends that have your back, friends that genuinely love you, friends that are focused, grounded, career wise, because at this stage you should be having friends that are doctors, lawyers, what else, friends that are just friends that okay, you understand, like, you guys are building each other up, basically. You don't want to have just anyhow friends that you are not even, that is leading nowhere, friends that can't help you, friends that you can't run to for certain things, you get. And that's why I was citing an example of having, friends in certain career fields. Like you have a doctor as a friend, you have a lawyer as a friend, you have a banker as a friend. I don't know if you're understanding my point. Like, you can easily, okay, you have a banker as a friend, for instance. That's a very meaningful kind of friendship. You you're talking about your finances, growing your finances, investing, and all that. You should be talking to your banker friends about things like that. They teach you more about finances, growing your finances, investment, and all that. I don't know. I hope you understand what I mean now by having, friends that are grounded in their career. You have a doctor friend. Oh, health wise, you know who to call. Somehow, me, I have in my family, so I might not need a doctor from, but I just hope you understand the example I'm citing here. So you have a lawyer friend, you have one or two things that needs to a lawyer. You can easily hit your friends up. Oh, I have a friend in this, I have a friend in that. You understand where I'm going to? It's fun, good friends, not just anyhow. Yeah. So building relationship, meaningful relationship, key relationships is very important and vital in your 30s. Those are the friends you want to carry into your 40s, the friends you want to carry into your 50s. Those are the friends that your children also will grow up to know. Their children can relate together. Do you get, like, meaningful kind of friendships like that? So you need them, and you can only get them by networking, being in a particular career. You start building yourself up, going out, doing things, yeah, networking to meet those kind of friends, yeah. So that's that, guys. It's very important. You need to do that in your 30s. You don't want to go and be chasing friends in your 40s now. Yeah. All right, guys. Another thing, yeah, in your 30s that I feel you should, yeah, be doing, things you should be doing. Your relationship with God. I don't know if you're not close to God in your 20s, we understand. But in your 30s, what are you still doing now? What else are you looking for? What life are you still enjoying that you don't want to know God? Yeah. No, it's true now. I sat and asked myself, what other life do I want to eat again? What else? What other thing again do I want in life than to just be close to God now at this age, at this stage of my life? Be close to God. It's one thing you should do, very important. And if you're in your 20s, you're watching this, I'm not saying you can do all these things I'm saying. I'm just talking to those that have entered 30 and they didn't do all these things in their 20s. Yeah. So if you're watching this, you're in your 20 as well. Oh, fantastic. You're so lucky to even stumble on this video in the first place. Do these things. Very important, yeah. So back to what I was saying. Your relationship with God, very important. Very, very. Take it serious. Don't just be, that, especially if you're born into a Christian home like me, conk Christian home. We're just, God love us now, and we that we are raised in Christian home, No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you living that stage of being fed with the word. Now you are feeding yourself. You are the one deliberately growing your relationship with God. You're not being forced anymore. Not the one that you just go to church on, off, on, just do things with God anyhow. No. Now you should be deliberate about it. You need to even make up your mind and say, God, I want to follow you. Anyhow it be, I just want to follow you. Yeah. So your 30s, like, you don't even want to, it's just like having a sure body on your side. God is one sure person that you just need on your side, guys. It's just, and until you get to that stage with him, you won't have him on your side. I won't lie to you, I'm talking from experience. You just have to make out that time, like, God, as in, I put all my body and soul to follow you. Please, I need you in my space. Like, spirit and soul and body, you are you are showing it to God that yes, you really want him in your space. And God that is even looking for you before, why won't he come? He would come. So you need that close knitted relationship with God in your 30s. Very important, because you need direction. You've missed it in your 20s. Now your 30s, you want to do it right. So you need God for divine guidance, help, favor, open doors, struggle-free life. Your 30s, you want to be married, you want to get your career right, you want to have your finances right, all those things you couldn't get in your life, you want to get them now. You think it's easy? You think devil will allow you? Devil is angry. He doesn't still want you to get those things. That's why you must, by all means, you need spiritual backing for you to break forth, push, and get those things. So that's why you need God. Like, very important. Like, you can't even joke with it. You see the way I'm using all my body to say it, guys? It's just so important. Like, you can't joke with it. So, guys, your 30 is very important. You need God. Like, sure party on your side. All those things you're struggling. You don't want to keep struggling with them, You want to break them out of your life, So you need God's help. You need God's help, to be honest, to do all those things that you want to do. Buy house, buy car, marry, do this one, get career, travel, enjoy life. You need God's help. You need God's help. You need God's backing. You need his approval. You just need him on your space, your corner, so that you can just enjoy stress-free life. Guys, you get what I mean? Stress-free life, especially in the world we are now, where the devil is really battling people, spiritually, with everything, people going through stress of, some people are going through depression, some people don't have jobs, some people don't have, people lost this, some people lost that, different things happening in the world, that you don't even want to be caught up with, just want to be hearing it with your ears, you get, because trust me, it's just God's grace. You're no better off those guys, that are going through all these things. It's just God's grace, that's keeping us away from all those kind of struggles. Yeah. So if you don't want to be caught up in such kind of struggles and stress, you need God. You need God's backing. There is no two way about it, guys. So in your 30s, things you should do, your relationship with God, very important. Like, it's top notch on my priority list for my life. Having God in my space, not even losing sight of him one bit, not even for a second. Like, I don't want to lose sight of God. I don't even want to lose his presence. And that's why at any time I feel like, oh, I'm going overboard, I just calm down, pipe low. If I need to stop anything I'm doing, I just stop it and get back. Like, my personal time with God, I don't joke with it. God, Father, I hope I'm still on track. I hope I'm not doing anything wrong, because I lose my peace the moment I feel like, oh, I'm going out of track. I just feel it somehow in my spirit, and I just, take a break, shut down, and ask God, somehow, I'm losing my peace, Father, what's going on, So your relationship with God, you need to build your relationship with God to that point where God can, make you lose your peace and say, and you can quickly, Father, something is wrong somewhere, But if you're not close to God, you don't even know, and before you know it, the devil sneaks in and steals from you, and you don't want the devil to keep stealing from you. Before you know it, he will rob you of everything you have. Yeah, guys. So what am I saying? Your relationship with God, very important, very vital in your 30s. Take it serious. If you don't know God, agree you missed it in your 20s, don't miss him in your 30s. Have him in your corner, welcome him into your space. Very important. All right, so I'll just drop it here. Hopefully I'll do a part 2 because there's a whole lot, but then I'll just drop it here because this is like part of the key things, you should do in your 30s. All right, see you guys in my next video. It's bye for now. I'm signing off. Peace out. I love you guys. Bye.